Hello everyone, this is Joni. I have come back. I just finished one video and now I'm getting ready to do another one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on this container that you guys have seen before. It's really one of the niftiest things that you could ever want to even buy. And I'll show you what I did with it the first time that I used it. This container has an opening here at the top, and then it has this band around through here, this metal band, and it clamps down, or you can open it and take this band completely off. And I have a rope, and it's a pretty large rope, probably about 1.5 inches, I'd say, in circumference. And it goes down in these sides here, and you can use it with a rope. Or you can take it out and use it like I most generally do. And what I did was I went down to Old Time Pottery, and I got some of these little stones, like you can buy at the stores. And you could even pick them up in your yard if you have stones this small enough, little pebbles. And I first of all took a piece of the foam, like you put a florist, like the florists used to put live flowers in if they want to put water in it. And I put it down in the middle here. And then I put the stones around that so that I could form a pretty level surface, so that I would have pretty level, so when I wanted to put my whatever I was going to put in here, I could put it in here on it and it wouldn't try to top over too much on me. And got it down as level as I could. And then I bought some sheet moss, and I've used moss, but not the sheet moss before. And it comes with a paper backing, but I don't want to turn it all the way over because it's falling off of the front now. But that's a paper backing, and I didn't even peel that paper backing off because I knew that it would be sticky and everything, and I wouldn't want to get it on my little pebbles. So what I did was I just cut it in a circle, and then I inserted it in here on top of this. I did put some glue on it to hold it down, but I don't think that I will have to do that this time. And I don't have my glue gun up anyway. It isn't, I had forgotten that I might need that, but I think that it will be fine without it. So the reason why I wanted to use pebbles around here under this moss was I knew when you go outside and you start digging anywhere in your yard or anywhere like that, you will come across, the first thing just about you come across are the little stones that you run into. And so I wanted it to be as authentic looking as possible. And I thought that the stones would give it a better look than just about anything else that I could see, that I could use, that when you looked inside, it wouldn't be nasty looking. And that's the way it is. It isn't nasty looking at all when you look in from the sides and you see those little pebbles. And so I can turn these around and you can see how it goes all around here in the back. And it's not very... when I get through, I'll take the camera down and show you up close through the front. Now, it also has a hole here in the front, and I don't think that you would hurt yourself with that because it's been cut the way that I don't think it would cut you. So I just put that down in there, and then I started putting all I wanted in there. And the first time I used it, I believe it was an Easter scene that I used it for. And yeah, it was. And I have the video that you could see if you wanted to watch it. But I put a little tree back in here that was colored like little candies that you would get at Easter. And then I put the two little guys that are like these little guys with the floppy legs sitting back in there. And they had their lunch and everything. They were having a picnic. And it really turned out really pretty. And I had a little white squirrel that I put back in there, and he had his little paw up like that, like if he was asking the little boy to become his friend and play with him. But then I used it the next time for 4th of July, and I put in there just people out having picnics and things like that. And it really comes in handy. I mean, you don't have to get a lot of things. Now, I'm going to cover this moss this time with the fall leaves, because that's the kind of decoration I'm going to do. I want a fall scene. And I'll just lay those down in there about anywhere you want to lay them. And it would be better off if they were flat, but unfortunately mine are not flat. Some of them are sort of curled up. But that'll be okay, I think. I don't think it will hurt anything. And I love these leaves. They're so gorgeous. I love the fall. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful time of year. And there's just so many colors, my goodness. You just wouldn't think that there could possibly be that many colors, but there are. And they're all just equally beautiful. Sometimes you just have to work with your leaves and rearrange them to put them where you think that they're going to fit the most flat. So I just went around in here with my stuff, but of course I used the moss the other time. I didn't have to cover it up, but this time that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cover the moss with with leaves. And I think that that will give it the fall look that we're all looking for in our projects and things. But this little thing is something that you just buy it one time, and then that's it. You can just have it sitting around to use over and over and over again for your different displays that you want. And it just goes right in with your decor. And I love it. It's just so beautiful when everything's fixed and everything. And then I was looking, I believe that that was old time pottery too, that I was looking, and I found a grouping of people and objects that I thought, oh goodness, I told my daughter, I said, oh, I got to get that for my little container. And what it had in it, it had this man and woman, the Indian man and woman, and they're both holding, one is holding a pumpkin and the other one is holding a basket of apples. And they're dressed in their Indian things, and they're really pretty. So that came with the thing that I saw. And then this is wheat, and it was all put together, and it had a couple pumpkins on the side of it. And of course that is fall when they cut their wheat and everything. Excuse me. Then it has the turkey, and I think he is just cute as can be. And he has a pumpkin right there in front of him between his legs. And then he has one, I guess that's the same pumpkin, I'm not sure, coming out the backside. He must be straddling that pumpkin, I guess. But he's really pretty, and he's made quite textured in the way that he looks like it would be of turkey. Then I got this little basket of apples, and they look really pretty. I love them. And then this came with it, the little wheelbarrow, and it has the pumpkins in there, and it's just sitting there with all of them bounty that they have collected. And then I got this other one that has 2 pumpkins, and they are glued together. That came with it. So that was a very good little arrangement, and wasn't very much at all. I forget how much it was, but it really wasn't much. It was probably like $4 or $5, something like that. Maybe not even that much. And then I had these. They're little pumpkins that they're made out of a real soft material, sort of like a I don't know really what that is. It's like a velveteen almost. And so they were in a spray, and I took these 3 off of the spray so that I could use them in this, because I wanted them. I thought they would be really pretty with all of the other things, because these little things are really. Now this is not showing up on my camera. I hope it does when it finally gets everything straightened out. It's showing up a yellow, but it is a deep, deep orange, and it's beautiful. Now this one is sort of a golden yellow, not the yellow that's on my screen. It's more of a golden yellow, and I think that those are just cute as can be. And I'll show you how I'm going to put these in here. Let's see. I think I'll start out with one of the pumpkins and put it here in the back. Get that situated. And then let's see. I'll bring these 2 little pumpkins here and see if we can sit them over there and see them from the outside. It's nice you can go in from the bottom, or from the side, or from the top if you have to work with something. And these leaves are really contrary when they have gotten bent into a shape that they want to stay that way. They're really... I keep thinking I need my iron and iron that down. That's what I think when it does that to me. But usually you just cover it up and it'll never be noticed. But we'll set that down right there, the 2 little pumpkins. And then I think I'm going to put the wheelbarrow with the other pumpkins over here on the side. And sort of put it at an angle so that you can see it from any way that you would be, in the front or the side view. This one little leaf here in front is being cantankerous, shall we say. Now, I think that I will put this, what do they call it? I know, but I can't think of it right now. When they put those together, they're wheat. Can't remember it. I'm gonna aggravates me when I'm trying to think of something and it escapes me for the minute. Okay, let's put the husband and wife in here. We'll sit them in the middle, and I hope I've got that level in the middle where they will stand. Usually after they get seated pretty well, though, they're fine. Now I'll go ahead and put the little turkey right there. Have him looking. And then I'll put this apples over here. Basket of apples. This is such a little simple thing that you can just keep going back and using. That's what I like about it, over and over. But yet you have a different thing each time that you fix it up. Now I'm fixing that like that. My woman and her husband will stay still. I'll show you what it looks like. when I get through, I'll put it down, the camera down far enough to where you can see right in through that hole. Because that's how it usually looks the best, is when you're looking through the hole. You can see how it all looks like. And now I'm going to take this jute, and I'm going to wrap it around this up here to make it look a little bit more older, and give it a little bit more of a country flair. And I'm going to tie that right here in the back. And that makes that metal not look as new as it would if you didn't have the jute on it. I have to cut the backs of that off. Now I have another strand here, and I'll tie it around, and I'll tie a little bow and a ribbon in front, and that will make it look pretty too. Okay, we'll come back here and we'll start wrapping. I think I'm just going to wrap it around once and then come back and not wrap it again. And then I'm going to take it right here and I'm going to crisscross this front. I wish you all could see. My apples. I'm going to crisscross that right there, and bring it back down right here at the top, and tie it in a bow, just a bow like you would tie your shoe, and that will make it look cute. Okay, there you go. Now, where I have it turned right here, I put it up there. You can see that one, excuse me, when I get it down here to, oh, there, he went over. After they get adjusted to sitting there and they get the stuff mashed down, they stay where they're put. And if you wanted to, you could put just a dab of glue on them, and they wouldn't go anywhere. They would stay right there quite nicely. I've never had to glue anything down, though, because after the weight, the initial weight is on there, they stay right there. And then also you can take something here in the back and sort of put it over toward them, and it sort of gives them a thing to lean up against. But if I really wanted those to stay for a long period of time, I would go ahead and glue them down with some glue. But since I'm going to use this for Christmas, I'm not going to do that. Now there, it's all finished. And that's how it looks. Now I'm going to turn the camera off, and then I'm going to bring it down here beside it so that you can see it very well. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see, I've got this looking in the front of the container. And you can see everything that's in there. Really pretty. And then as I come up, you can see it on the sides too, the way everything looks. And well, there they went over again. But like I said, I've never had that do that before, because I had them really stable when I started. And I'm moving them. My camera, I don't know where in the world it was pointed. But that's how it looks from the side. I'm going to go ahead and take it around. Even if he does fall, I'll just pick him up and show you. And there they are from the back with the pumpkins. And these are the little pumpkins that came with it. And then we're getting ready for the wheelbarrow to come up. And it looks really pretty. And your leaves look pretty in there too. And I'm really pushing this around hard. I mean, I'm moving this. It's just about the same way as if you would carry it. It's being jostled around quite a bit. But that's the way it looks. And here is the way that I tied the bow there in front, and I went around and made this little place right there. And my cord won't hardly reach. Boy, it won't hardly. That's pretty good. Double negative. Don't think anything about me. I'm just like that. I'm hard on myself. But anyway, I think that it looks really pretty. And if you could see how it would look sitting on a container, not a container, but on your end table or anywhere that you would choose to put it, really, it would be quite beautiful. And like I say, and the good thing is that you can just keep swapping it out and putting different things in it at different times. And it becomes very economical when you do that. But I'm going to let you go, and I just wanted to show you how pretty it is. So I'll talk with you guys later, and you guys take care, and we will craft again, hopefully. Good Lord's will. Bye-bye.